Now, I love buying car parts as much as the next enthusiast, but one of the things I dislike is more of the maintenance type items that we have to do on these cars. Say for instance, when your battery goes dead because your alternator isn't working, which is exactly what we'll be working on today. So I've gone ahead and bought myself a Phase 2 Motor Trend alternator, which I'm hoping to install onto my S13 SR20 into my 240SX. Now, we've received the unit in the mail. It's a nice, beautiful piece, nice and shiny, unlike the more than likely OEM setup that came with the SR20. 30 years of dirt and grime, brand new alternator. The only problem is the mounting holes. Everything's lined up so far, except for the tensioner hole right here. As you can see here, we've got a decently sized hole with no threads. If we move on to the same exact side over here, we'll see that the hole is much smaller with some threads in there, which means that my tensioning bolt right here is too big for the hole. So one of the things that we're gonna have to do is drill out the hole with a drill bit. Yes, I've checked the part number to ensure that it is the correct part. I think the big problem is this is probably more of a universal fit because it fits all SR20 DETs. I'm not sure if the mounting brackets on S14/S15 SR20s are any different, so that might explain why it has a much smaller threaded hole. No matter, I'm just gonna drill it out so that I can fit my tensioning bolt. By use of a 5/16 drill bit, we have perfect fitment. Nice. So before you install your mad new P2M alternator onto your S13 SR20 DET, make sure you drill out those threads with a 5/16 drill bit. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to take it back out, like I did, and do the entire process. Installing the alternator is as easy as taking it out, which may not be all that easy if you're still running the clutch fan setup like I am. Wiring only consists of a couple of terminals in the back of the unit and one plug on the side. You may need to clearance the power steering cooler lines a bit, as the plug is oriented a bit differently from the stock alternator. When tensioning the belt, you want it tight enough to not slip, but not so tight that it might snap. After an hour or two, we finally have our alternator mounted back onto our engine. I will say this is one of those times where maybe an electric fan setup would be more useful than the stock clutch fan setup that I have now. I love my clutch fan setup. It's super easy to use, super efficient, but it would be nice to have some hand room down there. So unfortunately I can't get the car to start because the battery only has about 9 volts. It's not enough to get the car going, so we're gonna come back to it another day. That's gonna be it for tonight though, guys. I'm sorry I can't get it started. You know, I'm probably more bummed than you are right now because this is my only car, but it's alright, we'll come back to it another day. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys got something out of it. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.